Welcome to Who Gives a Shit, the only podcast that asks the most important question. Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit?
Today, we have a little bit of a different episode. CJ couldn't make it. Now, if you're mad at CJ, hate to tell you, you can't or you're ableist, okay?
Yeah.
So,
what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Like, I mean, I would get into it, but just know that, yeah, literally, you would be ableist. Like, this dude has problems, so go fuck yourself. So,
yeah.
We got Rabbit. How you doing,
Always
my
a pleasure.
friend?
Always a pleasure. I'm doing all right. A lot of shit happened in my life. Got fired. That's pretty cool.
Hell yeah. So how have you been? Have you been enjoying your free time?
It's been great. Just been smoking, hanging out with friends, and playing video games.
There are so many times that we've wanted to get you on the show just for commentary, to do things like that. But
yeah,
you were
my job
always
overlapped
working
with it. My job overlapped with it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But hey, that ain't the case right now.
I'm here now.
Always got amazing responses whenever you were on. So here we are.
Funny.
That's the rumor. And okay. So
let's hope they can take me in a bigger dose than normal.
Yeah, one can only hope. Now, Mike, my week has been, man, just rather boring. Been bouncing around from one thing to the other. I busted my ass on a bicycle seat. You know, I should have taken Dick Masterson's advice and been like, yeah, bicycling is lame.
Yeah. Bikes are for college kids.
Oh, yeah, fuck that. So, anyways, let's get into the show, man. So,
Sure.
So, you grabbed something that you've been kind of thinking about. You've been mulling around talking about it. So, why don't you go ahead and go first, Rabbit?
All right, yeah. So, celebrities, they're so funny. They're so silly in the things that they do. Their entire personality is just based off of current public relations. Patton Oswalt. Oh boy. He's a funny guy. He's a funny fat little guy. Known rat chef Patton Oswalt posted a selfie with transgender murderer David Chappelle.
All right, I heard from a reliable source that Dave Chappelle did cause the death of trans kids. I think it was some 16-year-old or some shit.
He did murder with his bare hands a 16-year-old trans teen.
Oh shit. Well,
blood is on your hands, Dave.
So did a lynch mob come after Oswald?
I didn't see much of one. I did see a little bit of one though.
Really? Are you serious?
Some of the comments were kind of funny.
Oh shit. I would have expected people to be like, yeah, whatever. Cause, you know, traditionally speaking, comedians have kind of stuck together. Like, whenever one is really under fire, they'll all kind of come to bat for one another. The comedy's kind of been considered like a neutral ground for a lot of things. So,
Patton Oswalt posts a picture of himself with Dave Chappelle, and of course now people are coming to his defense. But picture with Dave Chappelle. People got mad in the comments. He started deleting comments of arguments, and then people got really mad at him. So that's kind of what led up to it. But it's like, this is an Instagram comment. This is nowhere. He posts a picture of himself looking forlorn, writing in a mirror. He's literally reflecting as he writes in a legal pad.
I've seen this picture.
He's staged in a mirror with his AirPods in. He's writing on his legal pad. He's got about 4 legal pads around him. I don't know why he's got so many different notebooks for this apology. But
he wants to make this in quadruplicate because that's how bad he really feels.
He's writing, "I'm sorry I took a picture with Dave Chappelle 100 times on the board just to make extra sure that The lesson is learned. So he says this, and it's touching. So get a tissue if you need it. I saw a friend I hadn't seen in a long time this New Year's Eve. We've known each other since we're teens. He's a fellow comedian, the funniest I've ever met. I wanted to do a pic and an IG story about it, so I did. The friend is Dave Chappelle. 34 years we've been friends. He's refocused and refined ideas a lot of us took as settled about race and history and life on planet Earth and spun them around with a phrase or a punchline. We've done bad and good gigs, open mics and TV tapings. But we also 100% disagree about transgender rights and representation. I support trans people's rights, anyone's rights, to live safely in the world as their fullest selves. For all the things he's helped me evolve on, I'll always disagree where he stands now on transgender issues. But I also don't believe a seeker like him is done evolving, learning. You know someone that long, see the struggles and changes, it's impossible to cut them off. Impossible not only to be hopeful and open and cheer them on. Also, I've been carrying a lot of guilt about friends I've cut off, who've had views which I couldn't agree or changed in ways I couldn't live with. Sometimes I wonder, did I and others cutting them off make them dig their heels in deeper? Fuel their ignorance with a nitro boost of resentment and spite? I'm an LGBTQ ally. I'm a loyal friend. There's friction in those traits that I need to reconcile myself and not let cause feels of betrayal anymore. Feels of betrayal, by the way. He's really in his feels. He's incredibly deeply in his feels.
Feelings.
He's more than feelings. This is not even done, by the way.
How long is this fucking thing?
This is like an essay. He wrote like fucking paragraphs. I'll cut straight to the end. I'm sorry, truly sorry, that I didn't consider the hurt this would cause, or the depth of that hurt. I've been messaging a lot on IG today, and back and forth has really helped me guide me and write this. I naively deleted a lot of posts in the comment thread, critical ones from LGBTQ writers, and shit posts by TERF/anti-trans orcs looking for clicks and giggles. I wanted a nice comment thread. And the pic with my friend. Ugh. So easy to think someone else needs growth and miss the need in yourself. Gonna keep trying.
So, I put on my PC glasses right there, and I know exactly what they heard from all that. He just said that being anti-trans is the funniest thing you could do.
He said being anti-trans is hilarious.
Because he said that Dave Chappelle was the funniest, not just the funniest. He also said that he did anti-trans jokes. But if he is the funniest and doing anti-trans jokes, being anti-trans is the funniest. That's what these people heard. Am I wrong?
Well, people say it's pathetic.
Well, no shit, it's pathetic. Oh my god, what a little bitch-made dude. All he had to do was say, like, uses all faggots as soon as people started complaining. And the internet would have melted down and he would have saved himself all that fucking thumb work.
Okay, I don't know who you are, the Amari King, but I just want to shout out this comment. You are one of the best female comedians, and this right here proves it.
I mean, I like this dude in the bird cage. I think I've heard him say funny things. I can't just place a Patton Oswalt joke.
Well, he's got that one very funny KFC bit. You know the very funny one that he told twice in a row in like he recreated the same joke to tell it again so that people wouldn't accuse him of stealing it.
Wow. No, I don't.
I don't know.
But
I mean, look at him. He knows his way around a meal. He helped Linguini cook all that shit.
I can't believe how quick he would fucking distance himself from Dave Chappelle and totally throw him under the pillow like that.
Threw him under the pillow like his fucking wife?
Yeah.
God damn. God damn. You thought you were going to sneak that one in.
I mean,
Patton Oswalt, known wife murderer.
Yeah, let's not forget about that. Everyone's like, oh my God, did you take a picture with Dave Chappelle? Famous wife murderer Patton Oswalt?
Dave, why did you take a picture with this wife murderer? I can never listen to a Dave Chappelle special ever.
Oh, man. I hope that people are doing that. I hope that people are blowing up Dave Chappelle saying, how dare you take a picture with this wife murdering piece of shit?
You know what? If no one has, there's an opportunity.
Yeah, they should now. Yeah.
Oh. You know,
I forgot. Talking about some of these comments, we added a new Patreon tier. Yes. It's the woman empowerment tier. So for $100 a month, CJ,
for just the low price of $100 a month, I will teach any woman how to speed walk. And if you are a man, you have to transition before applying. I don't make the rules. I just come up with them.
Oh, man. So let's get into our next topic. And this one might take a little while. Oh, yeah. We're going to be talking about something that's been coming down the pipe. So we're going to be talking about Jack Murphy. And here's a headline I got talking about this guy. Denver mass shooting suspect paid to join heteroflexible porn star Jack Murphy's alpha male forum before spree.
Am I going to guess a headline here?
There's no way you'd guess this headline, but go for it.
Fucking, I don't know. New York Times.
The National File.
The National, yeah, that's...
Oh, it's some rag. And,
yeah.
But the thing is, this thing is a total fucking piece of shit rag. They don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. Now, here's the deal. The problem with Jack Murphy is that this story was just too damn funny, too damn fast. And we just happen to know a lot of autistic people, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Fuck. And so, to the uninitiated, I don't know how you wouldn't have heard about this. Jack Murphy exploded on Sydney Watson on her podcast because someone sent in a $10. Someone sent in a $10 super chat from Mr. Dick and Balls and asked about the fucking cuck article that Jack Murphy wrote. And he lost his shit. So, of course, people come digging this thing up. And we're adding a special content this week. So I did a dramatic reading of this article. It should be out now on the main feed. But just, if you're curious as to why people just had to ridicule this guy, I read it. It's out there. It's insane.
It's great. It's a great reading.
So I showed this article to a lot of people, actually. And everyone that is in the BDSM community was incredibly aggrieved by this. They were like genuinely upset. They
were up in stirs.
They were up in whatever the hell they get up into, man. Who knows? So, because it makes the BDSM community look like a bunch of freaks in an incorrect way.
Okay.
Because they are freaks, but everything is like sane and consensual and isn't fucking weird and beta like this shit. It doesn't reek of incels. People in this community actually fuck and care about what women think and want to go to parties that women want to go to. And so you have to not be like a complete creep, okay?
Fucking Melvin, like a total loser, sweaty.
This dude, like the amount of cope that this guy had, like this is the type of dude whose dad never said I love you. like
boy.
Like this, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this guy. And this story has so many weird little twists and turns because
we're gonna get exactly into what is wrong with this guy.
Yeah. So this shooter coming from this group, right? You think it's, it's like, oh, well, you just got some weirdo inside of this group. But what is the liminal order? Like, what the fuck is it? And
sounds like a fraternal order or like a cult or something.
Well, for $100 dues a month, you can join basically a Discord server where a bunch of fucking nerds try to hawk seminars at you.
Or learn to power walk.
But it's also kind of like a weird pickup artist cult. If you ever watched Black Mirror, where there's those guys that were watching that dude try to hook up with another chick, and they're all like watching it through this guy's eyes, and they're all like feeding him lines and shit like that, but they're also like watching him fuck. That almost seems like what this shit is from what I've heard from rumors. And I mean, when I say top autists, holy crap, did people go through some fucking lengths to talk to some of the people in this order and to find someone that had a friendly ear. That was the hardest part, finding someone that was actually trustworthy to talk to. Because some of the way these people are in there, it's almost like a fucking cult, dude. And it kind of seems like that.
They get you like that.
It seems like a blackmail cult. It looks like a blackmail cult, man. I've seen the signs of this type of shit.
It sounds gay.
100% it's gay. So think about this.
Super duper gay.
All these dudes are transferring their sexual energies to one another, getting their sexual energies from erotic sources.
Come over and charge my crystal, man.
Yeah, they're all gooning. All of it's just a little goon sesh.
Oh, I fucking love a goon sesh with the boys. J.O., just feed some Hitomi Tanaka.
Now, here's where it gets really fucking strange. They're acting like they're helping their bros, but this Jack Murphy guy just had to sprinkle in a little dash of God into this. And this is where it gets real fucking weird.
Of course. Here we go.
So the people that are in this thing, he's trying to hawk this like alpha masculinity, but he's hooking these guys in that are autistic.
Right.
And when so the 3 T's of autism, you're familiar with them, right?
Go for it.
Trains, traps, and tradition.
There you go.
Okay, here's the deal. He snatched up a bunch of tradition autists, these guys that are super autistic about what they expect from their, like, what they were told religiously. So they're wondering why they can't find a woman.
I've met them.
Yeah.
They're intense.
And so these guys are in this order, and he's sitting there trying to hawk this alpha masculinity shit like this shit is attainable to him, and that they're able to like follow his advice and also get generational wealth at the same time by being assertive.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
It's a trap, really, because autistic people often have like that out of place feeling, that feeling of always looking for a community, a purpose, a belonging, and even if they think that they found some sort of community through religion or a shared experience of faith, they're very easy to still manipulate into these much grander ideas, this sort of magical thinking.
Yeah. And the idea of masculinity being in crisis and that men aren't men anymore, back in my day, it was Fight Club. Fight Club was the movie where everyone would look to figure out what masculinity is, and that, you're rejecting the system and rejecting society and rejecting everything. Whereas
are you describing toxic masculinity here, Adam?
I don't even know what that means. I hate to tell you this, but masculinity is a social construct.
There you go.
And this dude, fucking Jack Murphy, is acting like he can tell people what a man is while letting a bunch of other dudes sleep with his wife. It's such a hypocritical thing to do. And
maybe his definition of man just involves a lot of other men.
There's no way he thought about this himself. This is something he got tops from the bottom.
Practice what he preach.
He got topped from the bottom. Dude got fucking duped. This dude seems to be a very manipulative guy because of who he is. So let me get fucking balls deep into Jack Murphy. I know he'd love it. So Jack Murphy, fucking Jack Murphy, aka John Goldman.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Got a graduate degree from. Oh man, yeah. This dude got a graduate degree from Georgetown School of Foreign Service. You ever heard of that school before?
That doesn't sound like a normal school.
No, that doesn't sound like a normal school. Do you know who also went to this school? People that were like, I don't know, the director of the CIA while this guy was going to that school.
Oh, boy.
People like Bill Clinton that were the president of the United States while this guy was going to that school.
So general nobodies.
Yeah, no one important, just people that end up being, an EU commissioner and like the prime minister of Portugal, the Georgian
champions of some
defense.
of the top 3-letter organizations.
Literal people that glow in the dark.
Actual feds.
That
like
is, yes.
Feds.
This is where they go.
Fed.
This is a diplomat school. This is where they actually teach spies to be spies.
Leaders. This is where they groom future leaders.
Mm-hmm. But also people that want to play fucking James Bond go to this school.
Spy school, really?
Yes. What do you think diplomats
espionage.
do? Yeah, what do you think diplomats do? They sit in the embassy with diplomatic immunity playing their fun little spy games.
That's fair. I don't think that a lot of the agreements happen over open tables.
So anyways, after this guy gets done with college at like around 2002, it's kind of hard to place this dude. There are just times of his life where it is very tentative to say where this dude is placed at this point.
Really?
It's not exactly easy to tell. But afterwards, this guy gets involved with the DC school system. And man, there are shitloads of evidence out there that it seems very plausible that this guy defrauded millions of dollars from the taxpayers in the DC area.
I grew up in the DC area.
No shit.
Not right around there, but I was close, about a half hour out.
So apparently...
And I know, those schools were a mess.
Apparently, this guy was made a CFO of the school district, and he just had free discretion to do whatever. And
where? From where? Like just straight out of this university?
No, the public schools sorry, it's a bunch of private charter schools and that are involved in all this stuff too. There's a literal book written about this.
No, but he comes out of this university, goes black, and then he shows up here as superintendent or CFO.
Yeah. And he's on like all these boards of directors and things like that are managing all these school systems. And
you'd think he'd have some job experience between there and then.
Anyways, there was a book written about how John Goldman, Jack Murphy's real name, that he basically had a system that made the schools look like they were doing worse than they actually were, so he could hire his boys to go come in with some consulting services and literally do nothing and then just undo the bullshit that they were doing.
Ooh.
And I mean, the estimation is like $3 million fraud, something like that.
What a grift.
Yeah. And it's strange because after this dude meets this weird fucking freaky chick, which honestly, out of everything that's involved with this, the weird sexual stuff, it's funny seeing people's reactions, man, because I forget just how prudish people are, dude. Like everyone like laughing at this guy getting his ass eaten. I'm like that's how
that's nothing.
Yeah, like he had some BDSM freaky lifestyle. Like who cares? It makes him a hypocrite that he's like
people
hawking God.
People latch on to the interesting things.
Yeah, and now Now, the cucking aspect of it, that I don't get. I don't really run into many of them. Like, I'm not about to just sit there and watch some other dude fuck my girlfriend. I'm not about that. Like, I don't know anyone that's really into that. And I don't know anyone that can try to argue with a straight face that that's peak masculinity right there. Someone would have to be.
You know where I see that? Because I actually have run into a couple cuckolds in my time. You know where I see that? Femdom circles.
Oh, yeah. So it is
almost exclusively where the women are in charge, where the women have the power. That's not an alpha male area.
And I've been having some really weird conversations with people in the community because I keep on hearing people talk about how like the sub is actually in charge and they're the ones that hold all the power. I'm like, no, that's like the dumb shit that you tell people because you would like to trick subs into thinking that they're doing something that isn't degrading at the end of the day. Like no one sits there and looks up to a sub thinking that they're awesome and everything. It's something that you kind of, if you're in the community, you kind of respect it, but everyone else ridicules you and laughs at you.
Right.
So at least when chicks do it, people kind of get it. But otherwise, if you're a man, everyone is laughing at you. It is too damn funny. I mean, even me being around, I try to be understanding, but I can't help myself but to fucking throw a joke at these. It's
funny. It's really funny because I'll tell you, I hang out with these people and you can sit there and have a conversation with them. And then you'll see, your friend's boyfriend come up to her and then you're having a regular conversation and he approaches her and says, "Excuse me, goddess." And you're like, whoa, that's a fun one.
Man, there's people that have it like that. And Jack Murphy's sex life actually honestly sounds kind of fun. I'm glad the dude had it figured out so that he can bust it.
You get it, brother.
Yeah, he's fucking. I'm sure this dude is not lying when he says that he's busting fat ropes after he is like sucking the cum out of his girl's twat or whatever. Like, if that's what this dude is into, that's cool. I mean, whatever. But
if you found what gets you going, I respect it.
Sure, whatever. Now, the fact that he's writing about it, though, in this weird, like, misogynistic tone, and then he bragged about being friends with Cernovich and shit like that. Like, oh, God, Roosh V. Those,
why?
I don't know, man. When I hear those names, it's anathema to me. I'm like, oh, fuck. These people are on this really fucking weird, like, there's being a misogynist because it's funny, and then there's being a misogynist because you're like genuinely fucked up with mommy issues. You're like,
oh yeah, like there's like who did this? Do I need to talk to her? Like, because she has a name, and I know you know it.
Now, the weird glowy shit about this.
Yeah, go into that, because that's an interesting angle.
So, imagine you're constantly like in the art of manipulation, and it gets to the point where you can just see how easy it is. You get to the point where you're like, it is so easy just to tell someone something they want to hear and just get free money. You know what?
You just catch yourself to where you're like, I'm on top of the world. I can do this, no problem.
Yeah. What kind of ego do you have to tell people that they owe you $100 just to hawk them seminars from people that are giving you a percentage kickback every time one of your guys goes to one of their seminars? Like, the fucking stones on this guy. I don't know how anyone...
This guy made you pay him to promote to you?
Yeah. And all he had to do was say that...
I've had club promoter friends. I don't care if you come up to me and give me a flyer every once in a while, but if you come up and ask me for fucking money, fuck off, Caden. I'm not taking it.
Ugh. It's just... I'm just so surprised that he can say that you're not a man, and then someone's like, "Yeah, you're right. Here's $100 a month. Find me harder, daddy." Like, and oh man, It's
You
so
like that,
strange.
you good little alpha? You good little alpha male?
Gosh, and this guy that like that shot everybody up, this guy wrote a book in 2017, which basically was a play-by-play on what he actually did. He even used everybody's names just with different spelling.
So wait, when was the shooting again?
This shooting was on Monday.
Oh, he wrote about it that long ago?
Yeah, he wrote about this years ago.
So we can call that premeditated, at least.
Oh, 100%. This dude is a total fucking psychopath. And all this is over a tattoo parlor. Like some like people that were supposed to be friends and business partners fucked him out of his tattoo parlor, basically.
A tattoo parlor.
Yeah. So he had to go on a murdering rampage. And
you can just get another one of those.
So imagine this, Toe. You got this
They're
manipulation
everywhere.
scheme. Like, I can imagine a real fucking hardcore conspiracy theorist thinking that Jack Murphy was able to, like, mind hack this guy into going on a shooting spree to try to take heat off of him or something like that. I don't know.
That's probably what happened. I mean, Patton Oswalt killed his wife to take the heat off of his dad's rape and murder.
Oh, wow. You don't say. You know, there's a lot of schizo posting this week, man. Like the rest of the shit that I gotta talk about, God, is it a fucking schizo post?
Oh boy. Yeah, I mean everyone's just losing their mind.
And I'll tell you what, the ridicule of Jack Murphy has been just so hilarious. Like the complete and utter decimation of this guy. The memes have been just off the charts.
You showed me him.
Oh my God. And then the random postings of everyone else just casually being like, hey, take a look at this dude with a dildo in his ass. It's like, oh, come on, man. I don't want to see this dude's beard. I don't want to see the dead look in this guy's eyes.
I don't need to see his fucking fish face.
I don't want to hear him cry out another man's name while he's getting his ass licked by his wife. Like, I don't need to hear that. Like,
why not, Adam? What's wrong with that? Aren't you a man? Be a man.
Gosh, I got better shit to do with my time. But seeing this dude getting made fun of, though, on the flip side is just too damn funny. Like calling this dude like the heteroflexible porn star, clipping him out of the thing where he's like, I'm heteroflexible. I've fucked guys. And then you're like, manliness.
That's not heteroflexible. That's you fucked guys.
Yeah, that's being bi. Like, it's okay, bro. I'm surprised he didn't make the argument that fucking a man is the true alpha energy because you're exerting your dominance into another man's ass. Have you heard that really faggot argument?
I've heard that incredibly faggot argument.
The gayest shit. Like
I hear it from trap people. Like the guys that are into traps. They're all about that. They're like, because I'm actually like tougher because I'm like dominating another man, dude. It's just like, shut up, Scar. You're not doing that.
I've heard it from Revan because he's gay.
He is gay. Who else but Revan?
Oh fuck, dude! Like
that's for us.
Yeah, yeah. Well, also, I got to give a shout out. No, this is also for fucking Bag because Bag came to my fucking defense whenever because people were talking shit about me on Reddit.
Yeah, people are shitting on you on Reddit. We need to catch the Redditors against you.
Yeah, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Actually, let's stop talking about Jack Murphy.
You sure? You done about him? You got enough?
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think if there's other things to talk about this dude because there's plenty of things that everyone's already talked about. The obvious, the funny pictures, the porn that he did when people found his
this Fed posting, the conspiracies.
No, the problem is there's enough there to be suspicious, but If anything, all that you can really say is that this dude learned a real fucked up skill set, and it's really hard to tell for sure what's going on with this guy. And I can see why he thinks he can just get away with whatever. And the funny thing is, he's going on Tim Pool. I don't know what the fuck is with Tim Pool and having feds on his fucking show. Like, he keeps on having people that glow in the dark on his damn show.
Yeah.
While researching all this stuff, it was incredibly difficult to talk to normies about this. How the fuck do you explain to someone what the fuck a glow-in-the-dark CIA ninja is if they've never heard it before?
You really can't get that much into it.
No.
It's so hard to talk to normies.
I know.
Anything.
And people were asking, like, why do you even care about if people glow in the dark? I'm like, because no one knows how to take a fucking joke. We're recording this on the 6th, and there's an event today simply called, what was it? The Reckoning?
Oh, yeah.
It was the event at the station.
What did we call it? We just called it
Part 2. That's right. It was at you know where.
Yeah, you know where. You remember.
Oh, God. That's fucking funny. And this is the type of dumbass shit that if you just got the dumbest person on a bad day, they'll just have the FBI kick in your door because fuckers just want to have a laugh. It's so fucking stupid.
For the day that it is, that Patton Oswalt probably wanted something stupid to say for it. But instead, because he took this picture with Dave Chappelle, he instead retweeted a trans comedian with her joke. With Robin Tran, hey, would you like to have some January sex? That's the joke, fellas.
Whack. Shit. Well, let's start. Well, yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the voicemails.
Go for it.
Hi guys, this is Charlie.
Having my mouth and anus aggressively penetrated
by voicemails. So by all means, give us a call at 281-747-6015 and tell us who gives a shit.
Does that mean anything? Can we come up with a word out of there?
Come up with a word? What you mean, man?
Like we had call 1-800 something. The show.
Yeah.
I'll figure something out. I'll get back to you.
I've been meaning to get a fucking bumper, but I've been too much of a lazy ass. But all right, so let's see. Here's our first voicemail of the week.
Hey guys, Colossal Exotics. Topic I wanted to talk about was fucking women on their profiles on Tinder or whatever the fuck else. I'm talking about it's like a topic that people could like. For me, it's like exotic animals and fish. That's what I do. And they'll fucking say animal, they've got a picture of a fucking reptile where they're holding, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe something knows what they're talking about. Try talking about anything other than the most basic fucking shit, and they have no idea what they're fucking talking about. It just pisses me off. Anything, fucking movies, TV shows, trying to have a serious conversation with these people, and it's like talking to a fucking 3-year-old. All right, guys, have a good one.
Is he? Whoa! Wait a minute.
Ignore the end part. He got full release. He was. Okay.
Were you fucking holding your breath the whole time?
No, I get what this dude is saying, man. Because
I think that we haven't touched enough on this dude coming at the end of his voicemail.
Come on, dude. Let a motherfucker make it. Okay, so
get it how you live, baby. Just like Jack.
Okay, I get what old buddy's saying. Whenever you're out and about meeting people,
he's astonished that women are putting forward things that they have nothing to talk about.
Yeah, or even feigning an expertise. There's times where I try to get someone to elaborate about something they're supposed to be good at, and you're like, oh my God, are you totally fucking empty inside? Do you know anything about anything? Sometimes
I'll put hiking on my Tinder bio. Do I hike? No, but I own boots.
Look, there's a lot of dumb chicks out there. It's true. Now think about this. Think about the average person, about the dumb ass shit that average people do. And then remember that half of the people out there are dumber than that. And now you'd be like, oh yeah, there's plenty of people out there that literally know nothing. They might at best are just like a pretty face to be there.
I have met people that I swear, would not know that meat comes from animals if they did not, if they weren't told.
Yeah, that's like the type of people that you can convince that chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
Chocolate milk does come from brown cows. There was a girl like that in my high school, and we would always get her to believe different shit. It would be like the middle of the summer, and we would be like, "It's snowing," and then she would jump up, run on the window.
Oh,
Only
dude,
her.
the
Only
meanest one I ever did to fuck with a gullible person. There was this dude that was Mormon that was in San Saba with me when I was in transfer unit, and this is when Obama was running for re-election, and they were going against that fucking Mormon Republican guy, whatever the fuck that asshole is from Indiana or whatever.
Right.
But everyone knew that he was Mormon, and I told this guy that he said that if he became president, he would release all the Mormons from prison. And this guy was like, "Really?" Like he totally fucking believed it for a split second, and it blew my mind, and I just busted out laughing. I'm like, "Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me, dude?"
I love when you get those like when you get somebody and you. People are dumb, and people will believe whatever the fuck you say to them at all times. You learn that one pretty easily. But I just felt just you dumbass. No, he's not. Why the fuck would he do that? He's still not a human being. He's still a politician running for office. He doesn't exist.
Yeah. But anyway, I think we got another call from was it Colossal Exotics? Let's see who's good.
Hey guys, Colossal Exotics. I was saying the best fucking pizza to own the lid, just cheese, no sauce, no nothing, just bread and cheese bread. Because fuck vegetables, they suck.
Fuck it up.
They're for fucking pussies. Just cheese and bread.
Oh man, I don't know if I agree with this guy or not. I kind of do, but I kind of don't, dude.
No. This is to own the libs. This is to own the libs, right?
Oh shit, shitted libs owned.
So what do we got? We got just
cheese
the bread.
pizza.
Gets rid of all the gluten intolerant ones.
Okay.
All the ones that got a gluten allergy, and you got just the cheese. Gets rid of all the ones with the dairy allergy, all the vegans, and you don't have sauce. So they would fucking cry about something about how sauce is like not a traditional, about how you're culturally appropriating Italian traditional cult. You know, they got a lot of shit to say. Just fuck shit up. Just ruin it for them. Fuck their vegetables too. Tomatoes are a fruit.
I do love cheese bread, man, but I don't think cheese bread is pizza.
I like garlic bread.
Dude, garlic bread is good too. Shit. Just like cheesy, like, you know, a bunch like cheesy bread that you dunk in that fucking garlic butter, especially if you like just put some garlic salt and regular butter and microwave that shit. Yeah, that'd work too. Especially if you like, man, there's a bunch of ways to do it, but it is pretty good. No, dude, the Texas toast we get at our Sam's Club here is like Texas toast that's New York style, but it's made in New Jersey. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Why would you do that? That's always shit.
I mean, thankfully there's some places around here that'll make you like a fat ass burger between two pieces of Texas toast.
Shit.
Oh, dude, it's awesome. Oh, and there's some like chicken fried steak sandwiches that are between.
I got a history of heart disease. I could not go to Texas.
Well, you could just fuck off and die. Well, let's see. Here's the next voicemail of the week.
Hey guys, Captain Blackbread. Fresh off the heels of fucking COVID. I don't know what variant because the fucking thing doesn't tell you. It just says you either have it or you don't. So I'm not sure how the fuck they get the numbers. But anyway, I heard the guys talking about the Omicron variant in the latest episode. Pretty fucking funny, by the way. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
I do believe the number, the last one I heard was 1. One guy, and he was basically a living sarcophagus, and if he had a little too much sodium in his breakfast, he'd have a heart attack.
Even that one is called the question.
Yeah.
I don't know that that's still current, but, you know, that's what I know. Anyway, COVID experience. Well,
Cases
I
are on
was
the
sick
rise,
as a dog for like 2 days, and then the rest of it was just getting better. I have unrelated congestion, and I'm kind of losing my voice, but that's a little typical for this time of year, given that like everything else still exists. Don't forget that, by the way. So yeah, I'll agree. Who gives a shit about the Omicron variant?
Yeah, I knew a bunch of people that just got sick, bounced back a couple days later, they're fine. Like, dude, that one guy that was supposed to have died, like, the number has moved around all over the place, and even that one guy in Houston whose fucking arteries were liquid McGriddles are, like, even that's called into question on whether or not it was actually Omicron. So, no, like, it doesn't matter. The fucking the ex-prime minister of health for Israel said, run out and go get it, dude. I shit you not. So...
Get it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, who gives a shit?
Maybe Omicron's going to save us. It'll pass to everybody and make us all immune.
I'm crossing my fingers that this is the last time we're going to have to hear about this. Or after this, people are like, I don't care. It's fucking flu season.
Well, you see, it's the rule of comedy. It's to work in threes.
Not the Delta variant. No. Okay, well, let's get out of voicemails and get into a news segment called Talk Shit, Get Clipped.
Oh, yeah!
So,
Get clipped, bitch.
man, I don't know what the fucking problem is with people that listen to Who Are These Podcasts, man, but they fucking hate me.
They hated you. They hated the shit out of you.
Some of them hated the shit out of both of us. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck did I do? Like, the amount of hate that I got, I'd never seen anything like it. And the amount of retarded hate that I got was just off the charts.
I saw some of this. Some guy was just like, this guy came on in the podcast and he was talking about prison. Yeah, that's like that's the thing.
Yeah, we're talking about a podcast that is about a dumbass that talks about prison. So
you brought on a felon to talk about a felon's podcast. Is he not going to share a related experience?
Dumbass. Well, let's hear what some of these people have to say.
Why?
From
anyway,
Talk Shit, Get Clipped. Nick Tucker writes, Adam is almost as annoying as Larry. Stuttering Dan writes, as much as Adam annoys the fuck out of me, he's right. Jessica's not hot.
Thank
SB
you.
responds, less than 5 minutes and Adam's already talking about being in prison.
Dumbass.
Scott Jameson writes, I get so excited when these come out. Adam stinks, but my excitement level has not changed. Howard Crane writes, this guy's a grade A douchebag, but shouldn't you be proud of being a formerly international renowned jewel thief?
Not when you're telling people not to be a jewel thief.
Yeah, not when you're a loser.
Fucking dumbass. Oh, God.
Luckily, due to the presence of Adam, my excitement level has remained at a solid 98%. It has not wavered.
Do you know what I think this comes from? This is the true crime effect. You ever see these females that listen to these true crime podcasts and now they think they're a fucking detective?
Oh, God, I've dated them.
So these guys are listening to Who Are These Podcasts, and now they think they actually know how to criticize a pod and talk shit about a podcast.
You're right.
Talk Shit, Get Clipped Part 2. Average Cracker writes, I agree with everyone who thinks Adam is as big of a douche as Larry. He was begging on Larry for his insufferable prison stories. Has he listened to his own podcast? I know it's Christmas time, Carl, but please be done with the charity work. I like CJ, but Adam is a narcissistic asshole.
Oh my God. I've never been called a narcissist before, dude.
I've never heard that one. I will also say, no, Adam does not listen to his podcast. He pays people to do that.
Yeah. And when I heard that, I was like, wow. Like, I was like genuinely fucking dumbfounded, man.
Narcissist. That's a weird one from you. You talk about yourself a lot, and I've never had that strike me as ever being braggadocious and I mean, you talk about some cool shit you've done, but it's never in the air of like respect to me for it. It's always just like, hey, this some crazy shit happened to me.
Yeah, I like telling a story. And here's the weird thing, man. I don't have any social media. I also don't buy my own clothes. All the clothes that I own are literally gifts from other people. Like my hair, you've known me for a while. I don't even go to the barber. I haven't been to a barber in like 12 years, man. I cut my own hair. I just shave it all off whenever it gets too hot. I know.
You are so perfect that you can't even let a barber touch your hair. You have to do it yourself because they aren't good enough for you.
This is unfortunate because this guy, it's because I kept on calling Larry Lawton a narcissist, which he is, and he could only pull from like the immediate words he's heard within the last couple of hours.
Shallow and pedantic.
Oh, no.
Principled Uncertainty writes, this was timely. I keep seeing Lawton turning up in my feed for some reason. Great to hear from CJ again. Tony writes, good show. I agree. Adam is awful. Ion Force writes, holy shit, you guys did a Larry Lawton episode? I love that guy. Please be nice to him.
Oh, no.
Damn, CJ's co-host fucking stinks.
At least give the man his name. CJ's co-host? No.
Oh, man. Yeah, if the guys don't like me.
He's the first man. This is Adam.
The guys that don't like me, I respect your opinion, whatever, bro.
From Talk Shit Get Clipped Part 3. Well, this was one of the most bizarre WATPs I've ever heard. I thought Carl's arms were going to fall off from all the heavy lifting he had to do. I was like, who could be less funny? It was a contest between CJ and whoever the other non-contributing dud was. Those
Adam.
two podcasts together, holy shit. Crippled Jesus is not funny. I'm sorry.
How does it feel to be yeah, you're just straight up wrong.
That was wrong.
Dude,
CJ is very funny. He is
CJ,
funny guy.
CJ has told me jokes that have like had me laughing off and on for months.
Oh, yeah.
Like he has killed me so hard that I couldn't breathe. Like
I don't steal his jokes. I actually credit him when I retell them. That's a high praise.
Man, here's someone that's like, in case you don't know, I know the exact definition of what comedy is, and it's only things that I find funny.
By the way, fucking Charlie again. It's Professor Comedy himself.
What a fucking tool.
Hey guys, I think that actually Adam and CJ aren't funny.
Oh man. So let's seal off this episode with one more quick story. This is the format of this one's been a little different than the other ones because there's just so much to say about this Jack Murphy thing. Something like that. So, all right. Listen to this fucking schizo post. Leaked files expose Syria PsyOps veteran, astroturfing bread tube star to counter COVID restriction critics.
What? Those are...
So can you tell me back what is happening?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't. You're 100% sure that you read every word in that sentence.
Okay.
You can skip anything.
Leaked files expose Syria PsyOps veteran, astroturfing bread tube star to counter COVID restriction critics.
Oh, okay.
So here's what they're saying.
So so somebody's fucking with vouch or ContraPoints or.
Okay. Bella Thorne.
Bella Thorne. Isn't that the one with the OnlyFans?
Oh, no, sorry. Abigail Thorne. There's too many Thorns. So Abigail Thorne was the starter of Philosophy Tube, and I think that ContraPoints and then are like really close. Now, I mean, it's okay. This is such a bizarre story. Okay, so first off, where? We're talking about the UK, I believe, is where Abigail is from.
Right.
Okay. bred to
Syrian
star.
psyops.
Okay, we got a Syria psyops veteran. So basically, some army guy that was in psyops is hired by the government to manipulate communist YouTubers and streamers. That's what the claim is being made.
Yeah, what's astroturfing? I don't know this term.
Astroturfing. Astroturfing is fuck. Why do you have to like ask me directly? Sometimes
I'm sorry.
No, I know what it is, but you know how sometimes it's hard to come up with a finite definition that makes sense. Okay, the disguise of an orchestrated campaign as a grassroots event. Okay, so there's something that is definitely not spontaneously happening, but
no. That is a perfect. I completely understand. This is like that fucking when fucking massive corporate interest finds like one like random guy to just be like, hey guys, put our message out there, and then that one guy pretends that they don't have this massive corporate backing and this isn't massive corporate interest. Shit like that.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not. It's not always corporate, you know. Just sort of like this idea.
Fabricated from something. It's some major interest, but the major interest in this one is they're basically trying to say that the government is tricking communists into agreeing with COVID restrictions. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of schizophrenic ass shit is this? And, you know, they're on this thing saying, like, we have the documents. We can prove it.
So it's not that the communists agree with authoritarian government as communists. It's that the government is tricking them.
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out, again, who gives a shit about this? And, oh, man. Again, and we got to fucking dig deep into where this is coming from.
Autism!
It's a very autism-heavy episode this time. And,
I'm here.
But this time...
I bring it.
This time, out of the 3 T's, we got traps. Because... Abigail Thorne is a trans woman, and of course, there's a lot of heavily autistic people that really simp for these types of people, and so
I sure do.
Oh man, these are the type of people that are freaking out, being like, "How dare you would say things about my queen?
How dare you?"
Like her need to step on your fucking neck and keep you welded inside your house like it's fucking China has nothing to do with the fact that she's a communist. No. She's got a beautiful penis.
I want her to keep her welded inside my cage.
Oh,
Mommy.
Oh God. And like, okay, the reason this is a short one is because there's no point in even really talking and entertaining all this stuff about this weird psyop shit. As soon as you hear people start talking about psyops,
I think you just like that headline. I think
it is.
Really
it is,
that headline.
Dude. It's fucking awesome. It's such a fucking weird one, and I'm, like.
Well, if you got a quick one, can I blame you for shooting George Floyd's niece?
Oh,
'Cause you're in Houston.
Wait, what happened?
George Floyd's niece got shot.
And she's in Houston?
And she's in Houston. And you know who else is in Houston?
I didn't do it. I didn't do it this time, man.
Well, you got a history of shooting, don't you?
Well, yeah, but I've been good. I'm a good boy. Like
good boy.
I didn't shoot George Floyd's niece. Oh God. There'd be no corner on earth that would be safe for me if that shit happened. I would have to go to Antarctica to get away from just getting fucking lynched from an oak tree around here if that shit happened. Oh my God. What the fuck happened?
It's too new for much information to even be out. Everybody's saying it was racism except for the police, who say they have absolutely no motive. Because what happened is that a shot went through into her house and she got hit accidentally in like the leg.
Wait, the cops do it? Or was it just some random shot? Like,
that's what we're figuring out. We don't know yet. This is like new today.
Oh, this is hot off the press.
It's hot off the presses.
Okay.
But I did see a very funny Twitter comment. So
Rabbit,
The
I've
thing that
been
people are
here
getting
this
mad
whole
at.
time. So if anybody asks,
The thing that people are getting mad at is the fact that she got shot and they called the cops at 4, and police didn't arrive until 7. So they're saying, or they got a problem because they're saying that it took them, it took them way too long to get out to the scene of the shooting over a little girl.
yeah, what the fuck?
But I don't know. Isn't that like the fucking thing about inner city cops is that they never show the fuck up?
Yeah, I thought you didn't want them showing up anyway. Like, you're supposed to be careful on who you call the cops on. Like, is she dead? Did she die at the
No,
scene?
she's in the hospital.
Oh,
She's alive.
okay. Oh, I'm
But-
sure they're like, man, no one was at the scene. Everyone looks the same. Why even show up,
Well, here's one of the comments that I did see was the reason that the police aren't looking so hard is because after the shot, he put his gun back in his service holster and got back in his squad car.
Oh,
Come on. You think that people are targeting George Floyd's, by the way, grandniece, not just his niece. It's
Oh.
like who this is.
yeah,
Anyway,
let it
Adam-
rest.
Adam
Let
did
it rest.
Just Adam did it.
George Floyd, he's voting for Democrats up in heaven. Yeah, he was a martyr for what it was. Just let his fucking family make it, man. It's not that
God
interesting.
damn it.
Fuck. Well, let's get into our favorite segment, which is To Catch a Redditor. So, hey, say, what does Reddit have to say about Patton Oswalt?
Oh, Patton Oswalt killed Michelle McNamara to cover up his father's history of rape and murder.
It's funny. This guy basically put out this huge thing about how oh wait, where is that? I pulled this tweet up because I wanted to read it. Where the fuck is it? No, did I lose it? I'm gonna fucking hate myself if I lost it. It was so unfunny. It was really bad. Anyway, I lost it, but
No.
there's a tweet that he put out. Here it is. I found it. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Prince died. Well, guess it's up to me now. Jimmy Buffett, probably.
Wow.
You got a cricket sound effect on there? Because that fucking sucks.
Yes, I do.
that was April 21st, 2016. Posted at 11 o'clock a.m. 11 o'clock a.m. at April 21st, 2016 is interesting because that is an hour before Patton Oswalt finds his wife dead. So he brought her a cup of coffee, tweeted the most milquetoast horse shit I've ever heard, and then finds her dead. Because what happens is, when you love someone, whenever I'm with someone, I like to keep up with them, see what they're up to. So I have post notifications on. What happened? She just woken up, sipping her coffee, gets a little post notification. Oh, my sweet baby Patton posted. What is this? Oh shit. This is still some of the most unfunny shit I've ever read in my entire life. I hate my shitty shit husband Patton Oswalt. Let me finish off this bottle of Xanax.
Oh, well, let's see what Reddit has to say about fucking Abigail Thorne.
From r/RedScarePod. Bussy is Best Boy 420 writes, couple things. This is an incredibly schizophrenic title. Lol and Philosophy Tube claims she's leftist but will readily work with the royals. Over-socialized Type writes, as a taxpayer, if the global homo neoliberal deep state lizard people conspiracy is giving money to these idiots, I want my money spent better. Fro for Fro writes, the gray zone have lost a step in recent times, and I don't think it's necessary to make these wide leaps in logic to dislike somebody like Abby Thorne. You can just dislike her and move on. To me, this article reads like somebody there is having a personal beef or distaste for her and stretching some documents of limited credulity and trying to get other people to dislike her.
Oh, wow, I know. It's weird when Reddit is actually, reasonable.
Yeah, they don't tend to do that a lot. Why'd you throw that in there?
That's just how it landed, man. Something could be so schizophrenic that Reddit is like, oh, look, okay, we might all be pedophiles, but we're not schizophrenic like this, okay?
Hey, come on, we're not, you know.
Okay, let's see what the Reddit has to say about Jack Murphy.
Ooh, yes. Our
From
boy Jack.
r/Tim Pool, AlphaNet writes, I think she knew what she was doing. She preemptively apologized for it, and she read 2 super chats mentioning it. The second one's where he flipped off the rails. He had already refused to comment on it the first time. Jack Murphy simply can't own up to his own actions. Instead, he lashes out at a woman, tries to intimidate her. That's a leftist thing. Leftists are all in a constant struggle trying to hold their doublethink together. Scooples replies, did they think they fuck her better, and thus seeing the other dude fail to fuck her as well is smexy? I'm more concerned about the fact that half Tim's guests turn out to be feds. AlphaNet further replies, he literally wrote the book Democrat to Deplorable. He used to be a Democrat when he was doing this. Mamanami5 writes, am I the only one that thinks the cuck beta is the least of it? Dude, literally, whether it's a fantasy or something he acted out, talked about having little girls as sex slaves he tied up. He didn't say women,
Adam?
He specifically said little girls, because that's what gets him off.
You didn't tell me this.
Oh, what? That he talked about doing all the DDLG stuff? I'm a pedophile! Well, I mean,
I suppose your episodes can only go so long.
God, like, and really, this the DDLG thing, that's the least concern about it. Here's the thing, that there's something that even resembles this. It's like Godwin's Law, only pedophiles, dude. Like, all roads on the internet lead to pedophiles or racism. Like, it's some point.
All my roads, at least.
Oh, come. No! Oh, shit. Okay. But fucking
Onion browser default.
Oh.
FBI, open up!
Well,
It's gonna be Jack too.
oh man, you're right about that. But man, really, that's about all I got for our show this week, man. So be sure to stop by our Patreon at patreon.com/WGA shit show. Join our $100 tier, and if you're transition if you're a man first, and CJ will teach a woman to speed walk.
And you know what? I bet if you ask him, he'll give you a seminar on how to be a man as well.
Oh yeah, he definitely will. All right, well that's about all I got for y'all. See ya.
Take care.